stage of internet dating. I'm very, very ashamed to say, but it had its moments, but it was always ultimately unsatisfying. And I wrote this little poem in despair. You say you feel that we've already met, and yet I haven't seen your face in truth. After all, your photo on the internet may be a relic of your far-off youth. And I cannot understand you half as much from your texting as I would do from a touch. And if you tell me lies, I can't check it from your eyes or the subtle movements of a restless hand. And is your BO a delight? Would I hurry from your sight if you hadn't put some brute on as you sat upon my futon? Over coffee in a cafe of my choice, would I find that I'm enamoured of your voice? Or would its grating tone make me wish I was alone? All these questions before meeting face to face and so completing our relationship, a test that may not turn out for the best, but I fear that what is sauce for the gander is, of course, for the goose an equal trial. And perhaps you'd find me vile. Virtual meeting of the minds is a meeting of a kind, but to meet you face to face, even in a public place, would be very much more fun. But of course it can't be done, I suppose. This is a final bit of confession, and it's about my solution to divorce, really. It's called How to Avoid Divorce. I've been a true and faithful wife to every husband that I've had. I've promised to devote my life through thick and thin, through good and bad, but only while this rule applies. What I decide shall be, and there a problem lies. When Johnny led me up the aisle and with a manly, loving smile agreed that he would have and hold me, I loved him then. But they never told me I'd have to iron 6 shirts a week.
What?
And when I ventured, could we speak about this imposition on my valuable time, dear John insisted this was what he'd meant when opting for the sacrament. As a blunt instrument, the iron was great. John's status quickly changed to late. My second love was handsome Dave. Before we married, he would rave about the cute and charming way I spent our weekends, how I lay in bed expecting cups of tea and tasty meals to come to me. 1 week past our honeymoon, I found that Dave had changed his tune. Get up, he said, and get me bacon, eggs, and toast. Come on, you do have legs. I went downstairs. I laid a tray, Dave's last meal up that day. I even brought an appetizer, grapefruit laced with fertilizer. Sliced thinly, chopped and barbecues, he flushed quite neatly down the loo. My third attempt at wedded bliss began so well. We loved to kiss and cuddle at all times of day, and let no chores get in our way. His name was Lee, a gorgeous man, but soon I noticed he began to nag me to pick up my clothes where I had dropped them, held his nose and told me, "This house is disgusting. Don't you ever do the dusting?" I got a broom and hit him hard. He's buried out there in the yard. An optimist, I tried and tried. Again I made a blushing bride. But number 4 is pushing daisies. Gardening, the man was crazy. And when it came to number 5, his weakness showed up on a drive. When I went through red traffic lights, he rudely said that wasn't right. While he checked underneath the bonnet, I found the accelerator, stepped on it, and drove him into paradise. I know it wasn't nice. So now I'm in an awful fix. I need to find mate number 6. I think perhaps a poet will be what I need. But would I kill a man who sings and rhymes to me? But one proviso. He should be my greatest fan. He mustn't ever criticise my writing, or my sharp pen between his eyes will send him up to husband heaven. And then I'll have to look for number 7. Thank you.
I love your stuff, man. Janice Windle.
I don't know if, ladies, you've ever been out with somebody that notices every woman in the room. It's not nice, men. It is not nice. This is the sad story of Michael, who was a habitual flirt. Michael was an awful flirt. His charm was legendary. It hurt his steady girlfriend when she saw the way he always hoped to score. One night, as Mike was chatting up a girl called Anna, whose bra cup was 32 and double D, his girlfriend told him, "Don't you see, if you go on, my plan is this. I'll have to shoot you. I won't miss." But Michael said, "You won't, you know. You really love me, don't you know?" And carried on to flirt some more. His girlfriend, feeling very sore like Cupid, took a bow and arrow, aimed, shot, and his escape was narrow. Her shot did not go through his heart, but rather lower. It did smart, and now his voice is quite high-pitched. His girls now sing Anna. "Bitch," says Michael, "how was I to know that both the girls were by?" And the moral of that is, a bitch in the hand is worth 2 birds in each other's bushes.
Now you see what I got to put up with that.